Howdy farm hands and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We are back in we are here in Backroads County. Now, the story behind this. It's an interesting one. So, Bo Patriot, he decided he was going to retire off of his clothing industry that he made. And he went up to the mountains of Vale and just said, screw it, bought himself a big chunk of land, and he's living by himself, hunting, fishing, doing what old men do. Now, in the time, Backroads County, the commission, the Agricultural Commission, came by the Patriot farm looking for Bo. Well, Bo wasn't there. So they talked to his daughter, Kit. Kit informed them that, Bo's not here, this and that, whatever, but the Patriot name has spread far and wide. And so the Backroads County Commission talked Kit into coming to the county to help make the county thrive. So they gave her a little bit of, they gave her a grant, a small grant, of about $1.5 million, and told her, go have fun. Well, she knew that $1.5 million wasn't going to be enough to start up a new farm. So she ended up selling her antique toy collection, and she got quite a bit of money for that. She got a couple million for that. With that, she had to buy a farm. Well, she bought two of them. One of them was just so dilapidated, she had to just tear down, well, both of them actually. She had to just tear down all the buildings, and she sold everything for scrap, which brought her up to $4.9 million, almost $5 million. The one bit of land she sold off because it was too much for one gal to take care of. So now she's got one parcel of land and two farms, which is over here at number 2 and number 3. So this is where we're at, guys. We're at 2 and 3. All the buildings here have been sold off for scrap. We ended up having to buy 25, 24, and 33. Sold all these buildings for scrap. Sold off this land up here. And, yeah, here's where we're at. So, what I'm thinking is I want to do something a little bit new. Something that we've never done before, or I've never done before at any rate. And that is dairy farming. Which means cows, which means a lot of bloody flippin' work. So, I'm going to end up buying another field. Probably number 4. Maybe we'll pick up 27 in the process. I don't know yet. So what I'm thinking first and foremost is I need to get a vehicle and travel over here. So, yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to get inside the store here. The first thing that I know I'm going to have to buy is a cultivator and a tractor. Because we're going to be doing grass and either canola, wheat, or I forgot what the other one was. We'll probably be doing wheat. Actually, we're not going to do canola. We're just going to do wheat. Wheat and grass to start off with. Do we have anything fun in here under discounts? No. I don't know how much it's going to take to start this operation up. This is going to be brutal. Right, so we need a cultivator of some sort. We're also doing precision farming. So there's a whole lot more involved with this. Like, we need to know what kind of soil we have. We need to check the pH levels of the soil. We need to know the nitrogen level of the soil. So much stuff to do. I'll go ahead and buy a chainsaw to begin with. Just because there might be a tree that we have to knock down. Or a couple. Who knows. Cultivators, let's go with, we'll do the disc harrows because I like disc harrows. There was a new one. I guess I didn't pick it up. That's alright. Now, Kit is a case gal. So we're going to try to get as much case equipment as we can. And my cats are going crazy. I apologize. What do we got here? 9.5 meters. I don't know if that's going to work. But we only need 300, well, only 360 horsepower to pull that. I don't know about that. 360. 300, what's the difference between these three? Just the people? No, TF 2020 mods created both of these mods. So what's the difference? One of them you can create fields. Got it. Right. This one is 12 meters. We need 550 horse. We're not going to do that. We're going to go with one of these smaller ones. Is there an even smaller case that we can get? It does not look like, unless we want to go really, really small. So, here's our options. So we got the kill. Yeah, we'll do that. We could do purple. I could do purple. Nah, we'll do red for this, and the rim color. We'll do that. So we need a tractor that can pull at least 360 horsepower, or has at least 360 horsepower. That's gonna be under the large tractors. I can guarantee you that. Yeah. Oh, shit. This is gonna be rough. What do we got here? Ooh. This is 360 right here. We're gonna go ahead and get this guy. We'll do the Michelin. Standard wheel setup is fine. US. 3-point attacher. Do I want to get a 3-point attacher? Or do I want something else? I guess 3-point attacher is fine. Maybe we should bump this up to 400, just so we have a little bit of extra horsepower. And then I don't know how much I'm going to need it, but I'm going to go ahead and put the Asaria Pro Compact on here. You can read it there. Actually, I'll just read it out loud. It detects the real nitrogen demand of your crops. While driving with the sensor over your field, you'll get more precise information of the nitrogen that is required. With this information, the fertilization will be more accurate and results in a higher yield. Ooh. Now, if this is going to be my cultivator tractor, I probably don't need this. I don't. Right. I'm not going to bother with GPS. And we got our Patriot license plate. Good. Outstanding. Excellent. Fantastic. We're going to jump in this. I'm going to head on over to the farm. And we'll discuss what we're going to do with this stuff. Alright, so here we are. We've got this field over here, which looks like it's been withered. Oh, it's been harvested. It was canola, so we're going to have to change that up. And then this one was oats, which we actually could reseed this and use the oat. Either way, they're both massive fields. Really, really big. I gotta decide what I want to do with these fields, because we probably don't need them this big. Probably. So what I'm thinking is we'll split one of these fields in half for sure. And then we can probably, I mean, we got a huge, huge chunk of land here. So if I do this, this is all us. A lot. We have a lot. That's the best way of putting it. So what I'm thinking that we can do here, I mean, I could really cut these fields down and create even more space, but for what? I don't know. What am I doing here? What am I thinking here? I'm thinking I'm definitely gonna cut some of this field out along this tree line here. We'll probably square this off somewhere right in here. maybe right here. Just square it off that way. The rest of this is probably okay. And if we, once that's done, I can determine, I'm probably going to split this field in two. Do something like that, or even maybe split it like this. And we'll do hay over here. This will all be a grass field, but over here we'll do hay. And then over here we'll do silage. And then this field I might just square off straight back like this. And have all this open. I'm probably going to want to get rid of some of this too, because I believe there's a fence line up there that's not going to be conducive. And this will be our straw field, where we'll make straw. What is over here? We got trees. I think those trees will be fine. We have a guardrail. This guardrail might cause problems. Ooh, in this ditch. So I might clear out, make a headland over here as well. Yeah. I guess there's nothing to it but to get started. And, I guess I'll just speed the video up, and that way you guys can see what's going on. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. These fields are still really, really large though, especially this one. This field might be larger than I want it to be. I don't know. Field 2, we split up into two fields. And the way this is going to work is we'll do like silage over here, hay on the other side, and then the next time we cultivate, we'll flip it. So if we do silage on the left, hay on the right, the next time we do it, we'll do silage on the right and hay on the left. Hopefully that'll help keep it leveled out. Over here, this is probably still too much, because the mixture, from what I understand, is you want 2 hay, 2 silage, and one straw to make TMR, which is total mixed ration. So yeah. Next up is we're going to go ahead. Actually, I'm just going to probably hire a worker and see how they do. And while the worker is working, I'm going to go figure out what other vehicles is needed. I know there's a few vehicles that I'm going to need, actually. Let's see. What would be the best way to get this worker rolling? Probably east and west on this one. Yeah, that hill's going to be a bitch. Whatever. It's the worker's problem to figure out, right? It's the worker's problem to figure out. So if we hire a worker, they're going to start cultivating this land. And we want to cultivate when we're precision farming. We don't want to plow, because plowing is a little bit too deep. Who do we got here? I don't know who that is, but okay. You go to work, girl. That's not what I want. Actually, that is what I want to do. And I am going to come back up here. So I'm going to do some vehicle shopping, and I will bring you guys back once we have the vehicles all back at the farm, because this is going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly, man. There's no way around it. Oh, I'll see you then. All right, holy shit. So that was about a 3-hour ordeal. I don't know if I need all this stuff, guys. This is all brand new. Doing grass, I've never done grass. Doing dairy, I've never done that. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. So I decided it's better to have stuff and not need it than to need it and not have it. Especially since I'm going through money like crazy. So before we start talking about the vehicles and stuff like that, the fields. So we hired some of the locals, trying to get some money into the local economy here in Backroads County, and they didn't do too bad. They're not as they're not perfect, but they're competent enough. So here on field 3, the worker missed some stuff right along here. Same thing with field 2. They missed stuff right over in here and then right here. So I don't know what it is with this side of these fields, but the workers, it seems to confuse them. No big deal. I fixed it. I fixed it for them. But whatever, right? So let's talk about what we've got, and I know some of you are probably going to be screaming at the screen saying, "You don't need that!" Look, if I don't need it, I can sell it, alright? That's where I'm at, alright? So, what do we've got? Well, we've got the soil sampler, which we're going to have to do to figure out what kind of soil we're working with precision farming. We've got the big old Mack truck, which needs a bath. Let's take care of that right now. There we go. We got the patriotic Mack truck. I was using it I had a transport trailer to transport a lot of these vehicles, quite a few of them actually. And I did that because it was just quicker to drive at 50 miles an hour than 30. Otherwise, I'd still be transporting vehicles. So I've got the Mack truck. I might get rid of it. I might keep it. I don't know. I might find another use for it. So as of right now, I plan on keeping it. Over here, we've got the JCB wheel loader with bale forks, because this is the guy who's going to take it from the trailer and put it in the sheds. And then when the cows are ready to be fed, it's going to take the bales from the sheds and put it into the barn for the cows. Over here, we've got the Case Maxim 145, and this is hauling our fast bale, which wraps. So my understanding is with silage, there's two ways to do silage. You can either wrap grass and let it ferment or rot, basically, is what silage is. And this is one of the ways to do that. The other way is to create a silo bunker, throw all the grass into that silo bunker, compact it down, cover it up, and wait for it to ferment. I figured this kind of takes a step out of it with the whole gathering the grass and throwing it into a bunker, leveling it out, and covering it. So actually it eliminates two steps. So I figured this is the route to go. I could be wrong. I don't know. Next to that, we have an unwrapping, or a baler that does not wrap. And we've got the Case Maxim 115 hauling this one, which is our coon. So I don't want to wrap all of my bales because some of them need to just be hay and not ferment. From what I can tell, I can't turn the wrapper off on this. So that's why I picked up a second one. If I don't need this second one, guys, let me know. If there's a way to turn the wrapping off on this, please let me know. And I can cut down on some of this equipment. But that's why I have this, is so I can have bales of hay and bales of straw unwrapped. This is just for silage. This is for hay and straw. Unless I learn otherwise. Over here, we have a Case Luxem 100. And this has our tedder. So for those of you who don't know, in real life, when farmers do grass, they'll mow the grass, let it sit for a day or two to dry out, And then they'll come through with a tedder, which basically flips the grass over to let the underside dry. Thankfully, in this game, we don't have to wait a day or two. Once we mow, we can just go through with the tedder, and we're good. So I've got a tedder for that. Over here, we've got our Case Puma 170 pulling our Dalbo roller. Hopefully I can use this for grass and for wheat. I don't know. I just don't know. Then we have the Case Magnum 380 with our cultivator, with our wheel harrow. The Case wheel harrow. I parked too close. Then over here, we've got the Vicon front mower and the Vicon back mower being pulled by our Case Optum 300. This is just so we can mow the grass. That's all this is. I did look. There's different workings for this, so we can have it put it into a nice neat row for our balers, or we can have it just spread out. So the nice neat row for the balers will be for our silage. The other working way will be where it just spreads it out. That'll be for tedding, wind harrowing, and then baling unwrapped. Then over here, we've got a Case Maxim 145. I think we've got two of these actually. And this is going to be hauling our bale trailer. So we can put, I think, 32 bales in here. I think. I'm not quite too sure on the number. But we can put a lot of bales in that. And it's an auto loader too. Then we have our harvester, which is the Case Axial Flow 2144. I've got an 18-foot header on this. I can bump it up. And then I've also got a trailer for it because I don't know what I'm going to do yet when it comes to storing all this stuff. Then we have the Case Luxem 120 Special Edition. This is pulling our windrower. So this takes all the loose grass and puts it into a nice row for us. That's what this does. And then we go through and bale it. Then I have the Case Magnum 340. And I've got this nitrogen sensor thing on here. I don't know if I need it on both these vehicles, but I've got them just in case I need them. I know I could just drop it off and get to the other tractor, pick it up. I'd rather just have everything all set and ready to go each time. So yes, I have it on both vehicles. And this is pulling our seeder, planter, seeder, one of the two, whatever it is for wheat and grass. So that's what we got there. And then on this side, again, we have a little nitrogen sensor thing. Again, I don't know if I need it, but I have it just in case, so don't kill me in the comments. But by all means, comment. Let me know if I need all this stuff or not. And if I don't need it, tell me what I don't need. Here we've got the Case Optum 250 in black, pulling our lime and fertilizer spreader. And that's what this trailer does. So that's a look at all of the equipment that I picked up. I probably didn't have to buy the soil sampler. I should have probably just leased that out. But I bought it. I have it. It's mine. And we're down to $1.8 million. And we still haven't built anything. So before we talk about the next episode, let's just take a quick look at our finances here. So yeah, we're at $1.8 million. We spent $3.2 million on vehicles and trailers. I did sell that one trailer for $132,000. I sold the buildings, the buildings that we sold for scrap. I got $2.4 million from those. I spent $1.7 buying land, but we ended up selling land for $1.2 million, so it wasn't that bad. We don't have any vehicle running costs. We did lease. I had to lease a telehandler to sell the antique toys, basically. In other words, what I'm saying is I needed the telehandler to get the collectibles. But we're saying that she sold her antique toys to gain some more money. Property income, I have no fucking clue what that is. I don't know how we earned money on our property. I don't fucking know. It makes no sense to me how we got that money. I think this might be a glitch on this map. I don't know. Moving down, we paid our worker $1,053 to cultivate those fields while we were out buying vehicles and transporting them. And then our miscellaneous, $1.3 million, that was selling our antique toys. So we are now at $1.8 million, and we still need to build the farm. And now it's raining. That's fantastic. So the big things that I need to worry about when it comes to building the farm is I need a house so we can advance time. And the other big thing is an actual barn for the cows. So that's what we're going to do in the next episode. We are going to go through and basically build the farm. Hopefully. I don't know how far I'm going to get on that. I think the next episode is going to be definitely a quick one. We're going to build like the bare necessities because I'm probably going to end up selling things and moving things around as I progress and figure things out. So we're going to start off with the bare necessities, and then as we start figuring this stuff out, we'll make it nicer and prettier so it's not so barren and ugly like it is now. So that's where we're at, guys. Kit Patriot has started moving into Backroads County and is getting ready to do the job that the Backroads County Agricultural Commission asked her to do. And just in case you guys were wondering, yes, she is definitely a Case IH person, and that's pretty evident. If we come over here, come on. Seriously, we can't. We're too close. Let's come over here like this then. There we go. You can see she's wearing a Case IH shirt. I wanted to give her a hat, but when you give your characters hats in this game, they suddenly go through a bout of chemo and lose all their hair. So that's why she does not have a hat. Otherwise, she would have a hat. But since it is starting to rain, she's going to take shelter in one of these vehicles. Actually, what we're going to do, I'm going to place down a quick little sleeping point, maybe a little tent or something like that, just for a place to chill until we can build a house. I think that is probably a good idea. So, she's not going to sleep on a bench. That seems stupid. Do I even have the tent? I don't have the tent. Okay. In that case, we can give her a trailer. I mean, it's just her, right? There's this big one. We can do the big one for $5,000. Either way. We're just going to do a trailer for now. Until we get things figured out. So, yeah, right here sounds good. So she's going to go into her trailer, get out of the rain, hopefully not catching pneumonia in the process. And, yeah, in the next video, we're going to deck this place out and try to make it look good. So if you like the video, hit that like button. If I've earned it, hit that subscribe button. Put down in the comments below what you think I need, don't need, especially when it comes to these trailers. I would really appreciate it. And as always, be safe, be cool, and have fun. We'll catch you in the next one.